Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on significant figures. A special puzzle to warm up the brain cells is on the next slide. The answer will be given at the end. Enjoy. What is the meaning of the following? Good luck with it and see how you go. You will have an opportunity to subscribe to my channel at the end of the video. You are also invited to share this video with your friends. Thank you in anticipation. Significant figures. A knowledge of significant figures is required when we are doing any type of measurement using instruments. It is important to know what degree of accuracy is required when we are measuring something. Instruments have varying degrees of accuracy, depending on the instrument being used. Now here is rule 1, where we determine whether digits are significant or not. This is the easiest rule of all, and there is absolutely no confusion. Non-zero digits are always significant wherever they occur. That is so straightforward. With these four numbers here, they are all non-zero digits. Whether you have a decimal point or not, they are all significant. So you have 3, 5, 4 and 7 significant figures respectively. Very straightforward. Rule 2. Zeros which occur between non-zero digits are always significant. This is also very straightforward. See this 0 occurring between the 7 and the 8? It is significant. That's why you have four significant figures, because we know the 4s, the 7 and the 8 are significant because they're non-zero digits, so there's 4 altogether. These three zeros occur between non-zero digits, so altogether there are 6 significant figures. Very straightforward. It doesn't matter whether you have a decimal point or not. For this particular rule, those three zeros occur between non-zero digits, so that's why this number has 7 significant figures. And here, those 6 zeros occur between two non-zero digits, and that's why we have 8 significant figures. That rule is also very straightforward. Rule 3. Zeros which occur before non-zero digits are never significant. Such zeros are not between non-zero digits. In other words, look at these 3 zeros here. They occur before the 5 and the 6. They are not between non-zero digits, so they are not significant, so only the 5 and the 6 are significant, so there are 2 significant figures. Exactly the same here. All these zeros here occur before the 6. They do not occur in between non-zero digits. They're all not significant. There are 3 significant figures, the 6, the 7 and the 5. These 4 zeros here are not significant because of what we said earlier. These 2 zeros are because they occur between non-zero digits. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 significant figures. Over here, those 2 zeros here are not significant. All these zeros occur between the 9 and the 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 significant figures. This rule here is very, very tricky, but if we listen to it very carefully, it will be demystified. This is the one which confuses people, but the way I've set it up here, you will have no problem. Now let's have a look at it carefully. Zeros which occur after non-zero digits are sometimes significant. We need to look carefully for the presence of a decimal point. Let's look at the first one. 9400. We know that the 9 and the 4 are significant. The 2 zeros occur after the 4. There is no decimal point present. We cannot see it. That's why there are 2 significant figures, just the 9 and the 4. Let's look at the next one. We know for a fact that the 7, 8 and 9 are significant. There are 3 zeros after the 9. However, we can see a decimal point. Whenever we can see a decimal point, all zeros are significant. in this particular case. That is, the ones that occur after non-zero digits. So here we have 6 significant figures. Next one. We can see there are 4 zeros after the decimal point. The presence of the decimal point in this particular example means we have 8 significant figures. Over here, there is the presence of a decimal point. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 significant figures. Look at this interesting one here. There's a 7 with many, many zeros after it. However, we do not see any decimal point. It is not present. It has not been placed anywhere. In other words, there's only one significant figure, the 7. This is exactly the same number, but we have a decimal point at the end. The presence of that decimal point makes all those zeros significant, as well as the 7, which is always significant. This number has 13 significant figures. So I hope that this explanation has demystified significant figures for you. Remember, in this particular example, in Rule 4, when we're looking at Rule 4, where zeros come after non-zero digits, just look for the presence of the decimal point, and that will make it so much easier for you. Here's a quick quiz to help you. Check through the video if you need to do so. The answer to the puzzle, CI to I. Ooh, tricky one, isn't it? I'll leave that for you to work it out. Here are the answers to the quick quiz. Now, altogether there are 12 answers. Because this topic is so important and can be a little bit tricky, I have 12 sums there for you with all the answers, and the video is at your disposal. If you found this video useful, please subscribe on the next slide. You will receive a notification when the next video is available. Please share with your friends. Hope to see you next lesson.